Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we defeated the Elite Four, as well as Lance, the champion, and became the Pokemon champion ourselves, which normally would spell the end of the game in a Pokemon game, but in this one, in this one we have a little bit more exploring to do. And we found out about that at the end of the last video, so without further ado, let's go ahead and fly over to Olivine City, so that we can make use of the SS ticket that Professor Elm gave us. Now, he said that as though we should know this already, but yeah, the dock is going to be down here. And I don't remember if I actually showed this off. I think I did. I think I pointed out that this was a good place to do some fishing. Let's see what people here have to say. The SS Aqua, huh? Aw, well, you can come with me if you... Well, I guess you don't have a ticket, so you can't. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, sucks to suck, I guess. Alright, so I am going to put Lance in the lead, I think. And just readjust my party a little bit. I just want to keep track of who all gained levels during the Elite Four fight and who didn't. Okay, so there we go. Now talk to this guy. Yes, I will be boarding. Here is my ticket. I like that line of dialogue, how we flash the ticket. Ooh, that's a cool looking ship. Much cooler looking than the SS Anne in the first game. And with that, yeah, now we are... Whoa! I was gonna say free to explore. Looks like something happened here, though. Oh, no, really? Well, I mean... It is a ship. There are only so many places she could be. Oh, yeah, I will. Don't worry. Okay, let's see if I remember this. Okay, so yeah, this is our room. This guy, yep. We'll explain that to us here. And yeah, you see our cabin comes even equipped with a PC. We don't need that. And a bed that we can rest in like a Pokemon Center, although we should be healed up after the Elite Four fight. Looks like we are. Okay. Now, if I recall correctly, you can just talk to this guy and get off the ship. Actually, I think that might just be subsequent visits. The first time, I think you actually have to explore around, but, I want to do that either way. So let's take a look in some of the other cabins here. Nothing in this one. Yeah, looks like we got somebody in this one. Oh, and he's a trainer. Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of fights here. I don't like that he asked if I was alone before battling me there. But yeah, plenty of fights here aboard the SS Aqua. And yeah, this guy's Pokemon are pretty low leveled. We'll just use a waterfall here. Yeah, after the Elite Four, this guy's nothing. A Golem. Ooh, we haven't seen one of these yet. This is the evolved form of Graveler. You can only get it by trading a Graveler, though. Golem's got pretty good defenses and decent attack, but pretty poor other stats, like special attack, special defense, and speed aren't that great. And there we go. High Nolan goes down. Okay, so I think that's all for this room. Yep. And nope, nothing in this one. Wow, there's less here to explore than I remember, honestly. Okay, so yeah, this is the guy who's missing his granddaughter. She may be bugging someone, huh? Oh, sorry, hang on one second. I gotta check an email real quick here. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I got I got an email there, and every time I see an email, like, your account has been billed, I'm always like, wait, what? But no, that was something I was expecting, so just had to double check on that. Okay, so we got a couple of different trainers in here. I don't really know what the point of asking is, considering the rules are I have to, right? Like, and that's not even just the game. Isn't that the idea of the whole, like, world of Pokemon, is that you can't say no to challenges? Which I think is kind of BS, but oh well, whatever. We got a Delibird here, but that should be easy enough, despite me being a Dragon-type Pokemon, because, I don't even know if Delibird learns any ice attacks on its own. Well, it doesn't matter, because we one-shotted it anyway. Didn't say anything. Also... Alright, whatever. Anyway. I always wonder if the other twin would have said the same thing when I encounter these twins in this game. Or any game, really. I'm always curious, like, what the differences in their dialogue are. But yeah, as you can see, the battles here on the SS Aqua are, like, really easy. That's honestly going to be the case for most. Not all, but most of Kanto as well. And for those who are wondering, Kanto is not going to take as long, like nearly as long as the main game in Johto did. I would anticipate that this LP is probably going to be somewhere about 50 episodes, maybe up to 55. But most of the Kanto gyms are relatively easy there. Okay. Nothing in this cabin. Okay, this guy is a trainer. The way he was moving around, I didn't think he was, but... Okay, we got a fire breather here. Fire breather Lyle. Like, look at this. A level 28 coughing? Are you serious? It's just, again, with the weird level scaling in this game. I mean, now I can actually talk about this in a little bit more detail, because I didn't want to, you know, in the Johto part of the game, I didn't want to straight up give away that we were going to Kanto in case, like, someone out there watching this somehow didn't know that was going to happen. But now that we do know, I can talk about this a little bit more. So part of the reason the level scaling is so weird in this game is because of the Kanto part of it. And that's why they kind of had to keep the Johto part of the game like lower level than most of the Pokemon are. Also, I'm making hand gestures, though you can see me right now. But, yeah, that's why they had to keep it a little bit lower level, is to keep it more in line, with how... Because, like, you know, in Red and Blue, by the end of the game, I think your Pokemon were, like, what, in, like, the 60s or so? Like, I'm trying to remember how... I think the Champion's final Pokemon is level 65 in that game, and in this game it's only level 50. Like how even the 8th gym I know in Kanto, the 8th gym leader's Pokemon were all in the 50s. This game, it's a bunch of level 37 Dragonairs, and then a level 40 Kingdra. And again, the reason for that is that there's a Kanto part of the game, so they had to keep the levels low, so that the Kanto part of the game wouldn't just have everyone with like stupidly high level Pokemon. But at the same time, that really throws off the level balancing. I don't know. I think you could do a better job of it. But, like, a pretty common thing I see is that, like, oh, why don't they do a Pokemon game where, like, you can go to all the regions? They did it in Gold and Crystal, and it's like, yes, they did it in Gold and Crystal, or Gold, Silver, and Crystal, rather, in Gen 2, but, you know, as a result, yeah, the level balancing was all weird and stuff. And this was only trying to balance 2 different regions. Could you imagine trying to level balance going to like 5 different regions? I think it would be impossible. Which is why I generally... Oh? Goofing off somewhere, huh? Wasn't this the only other way to go? Did I miss another staircase? Is this the guy he's talking about? I must have just missed another staircase or something. So I see another one over there. Maybe I didn't. I thought he was supposed to be... Yeah, I thought one of these rooms was supposed to have a sailor. Hang on, hang on. Let me look in all these rooms again. Maybe I just didn't explore them all thoroughly enough. Oh, here we go. This guy was not here before. I'm fairly certain he wasn't. But yeah, like I was saying, like, again, don't get me wrong. Okay, here's the thing. I think a game where you go to, like, 3+ regions could be cool. I think it would be cool. I just don't think it could be done, honestly, with level balancing. So I don't know, because there's a lot of people who are pretty quick to admonish Pokemon for not doing something like that, but it's like, okay, how would you go about designing that? More importantly, how would you go about balancing that? I just don't think it can be done. And I think this game is a pretty good example of why that would be really hard to do. Like, I do think they mostly pulled it off well in this game, but again, there's still a lot of problems with the level balancing, and this was only 2 regions, so... But I digress. Wow, that didn't... Okay, it's a critical hit. I feel like every time I say, like, wow, that did a lot more damage than I expect, it just ends up being a crit. Also, I need to... What am I doing? I need to put somebody else in the lead. Lance is already at 46. I'll just go ahead and have him finish this fight, though. I got so on talking about balancing and the game design of Pokemon that I don't know, I just kind of got all caught up in it. I don't know, it's funny that, like, well, with the exception of the whole Sword and Shield debacle. Okay, yeah, so now this guy's gonna get back to his post, and we can go down there, but I'm gonna rest up first. Yeah, with the exception of the whole Sword and Shield debacle, I don't know, the Pokemon fan base is generally alright, although nowadays I don't think that's necessarily the case, but, like, I have seen people make just statements like that. Like, another one, you know, like the whole, like, oh, they should make a game with all of the regions. It's like, well, it's not really feasible. Another one I've seen a fair bit, that I think is kind of more funny than anything else, is people being like, why don't they just make a Pokemon game on console? They can make it more of, like, an adventure RPG, and you don't necessarily have to get gym badges, and it's like, yeah, that's a great idea, except, oh, they did it twice on GameCube. There was Pokemon Colosseum and then Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and guess what? Those games were actually pretty good, but they didn't sell very well. I don't have to battle you, dude. You can take care of your business first, but, you know, I guess despite being seasick, he wants to battle. But yeah, I just think it's funny that people will make statements like that and then not even realize that, like, oh, that actually did happen, and nobody really liked it. I mean, it's not that nobody liked it. I think most people who played Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness were into it. I liked Colosseum. I've never played Gale of Darkness myself, but I liked Pokemon Colosseum. I just don't think those games did well. Like, I don't think they sold as well as main series games, which is why Nintendo didn't continue on with that idea. Now, they did depart from gyms in Sun and Moon, but I don't know. I did not like the idea of Trials. I'll go ahead and say this much. I've never actually played any Gen 7 games, so I guess I can't be too tough on them, but I've seen enough gameplay of them that I know I'm not going to be interested. Like, the beginning is way too cutscene heavy, and, like, the game's really hand-holdy, and now here's the thing. I love gyms. Like, I love doing gyms in Pokemon. And I was really disappointed when gyms were taken out. Now, I'm not saying a Pokemon game without gyms can't be good. Again, I liked Colosseum a lot, and that game didn't have any gyms. But I don't think that Trials were a good replacement for gyms. Trials, I think, were dumb. Again, I haven't played the games myself, but I've seen the games be played. So, I can't speak with direct authority, but I've at least seen the content. And I did not like Trials. Yeah, like I said, I think they were dumb. To me, it seemed like gym challenges, kind of, but without an actual gym. And I didn't really like that. I will say, though, that the one thing I did like from Sun and Moon is the thing that, from what I can tell, people didn't really seem to like, which was Ultra Beasts. I liked Ultra Beasts. I thought that was a pretty cool concept, honestly, and a good way to do legendaries. But again, a lot of people don't seem to actually like Ultra Beasts, so I thought at least a lot of them had pretty cool design. I'll say that much. But I really like what they did with gyms and Sword and Shield. Because they essentially took the same format, and without even changing that much mechanically, they gave it enough of an aesthetic makeover to make it feel like a new experience, which I thought was really cool. Okay, so no more trainers here. Okay, I think we got... Oh no, this is it, just this last area, and then we're good. Oh hey, look, it's the, this must be the granddaughter. I like that the captain doesn't say anything, and then it looks like he has his eyes closed. I just like to imagine he's like, this little girl, get her out of here. I heard you entertained my granddaughter just now from my granddaughter. I always thought that was a weird line, but. And with that, we get the Metal Coat, which will allow you to evolve certain Pokemon by trading them while they're holding that. In particular, you can evolve Scyther into Scizor, or Scizor, I never was sure how to pronounce that, and Onix into Steelix. And conveniently enough, it looks like we've arrived in Vermilion City. So without further ado, actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious what the captain says. I don't know, actually, that I've ever gone back to check on what he says after you finish that. I'm pretty sure I always just leave the ship. And you can take this ship back to Olivine, like you can take it back and forth if you want to, but you'll be able to fly to Vermilion now, so there's not really a whole huge point in doing that. Well, so he actually does have that attitude of like, oh my god, that was terrible. Oh, I didn't talk to her with this. Oh, another trainer. Okay, well, I'm actually glad I ended up talking to her. I thought she was just going to be an NPC, which is why I walked by her before. But it looks like we do have one more battle here. Oh, why not? We'll just have Elephant take care of this Sea King. Apparently a lot more easily than I thought. Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't expect that strength to one-shot the Sea King, but, well, there you go. I guess Elephant does have pretty good attack for this point in the game. Or in general, I guess. Not even for this point in the game, but... Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. And yeah, so the first time you ride the ship, you do have to go through that whole sequence, but if you choose to ride it subsequent times, you can just talk to the captain, or talk to the guy by the door, rather, and then just be done with it. But yeah, with that, we are now in Vermilion City. And let's talk to this guy real quick. No, there's a fair share. And yeah, listen to this music. Oh, it's very nostalgic. Oh, so you can only take it on Wednesdays and Sundays. Interesting, I didn't realize that. But yeah, look at that. Even the edges of the tiles, or the edge tiles, rather, by the water are the same. And yes, here we are in Vermilion City. Oh, it's so good to be here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking forward to this part of the game. Because I actually, believe it or not, I haven't played this part of the game for a couple of years now. I usually do a yearly playthrough of Crystal, but usually I stop right at about the Elite Four. I don't normally do the whole Kanto section, so I'm really looking forward to doing this. But we'll go ahead and get started exploring Vermilion City and Kanto next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. This is Xlix signing out. Have a good day.